This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Gatorade Zero, the #1 proven electrolyte blend, made with zero sugar. Designed to hydrate better than water so you can lose more sweat and push more limits. Gatorade Zero, is it in you?
Get ready, Minnesota. Comedian Jordan Klepper is bringing the laughs to the Fillmore December 14th with the Suffering Fools Tour. One night only. High energy, big laughs, no filter. Tickets are available now for the added matinee show. All the details, KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Missed a few plays, which might have included several, dare I say it, completions, while we were chatting with new Gopher men's basketball coach Nico Medved, who's out at practice today.
You like the coach's voice he's got from the summer?
Yeah, he's lost his voice. He already has.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk to him, I'm sure, during the Great Minnesota Get-Together. PA, did we complete any passes? Yes or no?
Well,
I just want...
He's coming over.
Spitting first, and then he's coming over. Because we were kind of distracted with
the answer
Nico.
is no. But
come on,
in patent 3 to 6:30 fashion, we had fun with Addison. Okay, and it was an incompleted pass,
right,
and another interception, not an interception, another interception right before we went to break. It's funny how the very next play, as you throw to break with the network throw,
right,
the Dan Barreiro Minnesota Vikings Training Camp Radio Network. Jordan Mason gets the edge on the left side, 65 to the house.
Oh, good.
There was a safety that took a bad angle.
He's going to end up starting.
Speaking of starters, here's Max Brosmer.
Like the first back in the Bears game? No, I don't see that.
You don't see that?
No, but probably a 60-40,
it's going to be
55 split.
It's going to be pretty tight, right?
And your guy Paul Charchian, in one of my vocal maintenance days, I was listening to The Feast, and Paul can be out there with predictions, but he came up with one about Jordan Mason having 11 or more touchdowns because of Aaron Jones' ineffectiveness inside the 5, and that's kind of what Mason does. And they get inside the 10 to the 5 a lot. Now, granted, they throw, and Tuesday...
he has said they want to run more.
Well, Tuesday
inside
when we
the 10.
chatted, we're talking about people having to control themselves.
Yes.
From not throwing too much. If they unfurl him inside the 5, then he could be sitting on 10, 11, 14 touchdowns.
100% true.
Good seeing you.
Brosmer just scrambled for a completion.
I saw that. Kind of a decent, made something out of nothing.
Broken pocket, Broken pocket. I think JJ's back in there now with the ones.
Blakemore, was the breaking news sounder your bit of sarcasm about what we said about the completion, or is there another piece of breaking news we need to talk about?
Well, I was told hit the breaking news sounder if there was a completion.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, you're right.
So now JJ's shotgun looks like 3 receivers to the right, including TJ Hawkinson, who's in motion now left. JJ drops back to pass, looking right, throwing right. There's nobody there. No, there is somebody there. And it's Jordan Addison.
Sacked by Grenard.
It would have been sacked by Grenard, PA says. That's our sideline reporter. And the ball was a little bit underthrown.
Can we get a little more positivity from the play-by-play voice of the Vikings, for God's sake? What a Danny Downer he's turned into. It's unbelievable.
He's changing his prediction. It's the Vikings and Falcons in the wild card round, and you're on your own after that.
That might very well be. The plan is eventually we will chat with after practice Harrison Phillips, if practice ever ends, and maybe it won't at this juncture. That maybe the head coach says we're going to keep going until we complete 3 straight passes. I'm not sure. Who we got going now?
That's Howell.
That's not even worth talking about. When Howell's at quarterback.
Yeah.
That's got to be a pick, doesn't it, coming?
We'll see. It's a low snap. He gathers it. Now he's looking over the middle, fires over the middle,
picked.
And it's intercepted. He was undercut in the route.
But that was you could see We could see that coming from here.
That was a pitching catch.
Howell can't be the backup quarterback. What are we doing? It's unbelievable.
Oh, my goodness.
That was about as telegraphed a play.
Yeah.
I think you could have caught that
Well, I did say he's looking over the middle.
Yeah.
And that's Theo Jackson with the pick six.
That's the 9th pick six of practice of the training camp thus far.
Off of the last week of Vikings training camp shows, Paul Charchian has moved the Vikings up to number 1 defense in his fantasy football cheat sheet. I don't know, but he should.
Yeah, I probably should.
If he's following reports out of Egan, the Vikings defense should be the number 1 defense selected in any of your fantasy football leagues.
Can you tell who the quarterback is yet on this one?
They're going to Brosmer now. Howell got his rep through a pick six. I'm looking through Brian O'Neill here to see Brosmer in a shotgun snap.
From the gun.
Receiver in motion, left to right. Brosmer drops back, under duress again, fires over the middle, caught, because that's what Brosmer does. Receiver took a real shot there.
Yeah, I was going to say, he kind of didn't give his receiver. Chances are that's a play a receiver gets hurt on. So I'm not sure Brosmer wants to
do you want the first down or not?
Well,
first downs are at a premium.
Not if the player is out for the year.
So with that Brosmer completion, the Vikings will take a break.
Listen to you. Unbelievable. And then after Harrison Phillips, we expect to visit with Gessling. Have we ever found Lavelle?
So I texted Lavelle. He said he was on his way shortly. This was at 3 o'clock. I said, did you make it to camp? Said, nope. Had an extra story thrown at me. Headed over in about an hour. So he should be here about now.
That's a lie.
We'll see. Lavelle time, that's probably about 4:45. I hope he can get in.
Interesting.
Waddle Bingo is he's going to be at the gates without a credential, not able to get in.
My sources, by the way, we were talking Papa Shot earlier. My sources say there's a state-of-the-art Papa Shot inside Cat's house on Mooney Lake.
Oh, I believe that.
And yet, still no sale. Despite that added enhancement, still up for grabs.
Nobody's bought his house
Nobody's
yet.
bought a house. That's
interesting.
That's what my undisclosed source suggests.
You've got good real estate sources.
Yeah, so interesting. We'll see how that goes, if that's the case. I would think his would be a good one.
Yes.
There have to be levels, I assume, of Papa Shots, just like everything else, right?
Does he have a plaque that says best shooting Papa Shot big man of all time?
Yeah, probably.
I bet he's pretty good at it.
Be very likely, I would think. Can we get one more play in? What are we doing?
They're still breaking right now.
Oh, it's still in
Looks
a break
like
period?
this is one of those hydration, rest, make sure everybody's healthy breaks.
Okay.
Looks like they're kind of breaking into position groups here a little bit. But, yeah, they're going to go back at it. So we've had 2 interceptions since they went to this period, right?
3, I thought. Was it 2 or 3? I think it was maybe – because PA talked about 1, too.
I think that was the one we saw, though, that went through Addison's hands right when we went to
I thought
break.
he said there was one after that during the break. Oh, no? Okay.
No, same one.
Same one. So the issue –
we don't need to invent interceptions. They're happening enough.
I'm just telling you, I'm not – I think we're having fun a little bit, but I can't believe that they feel really good about Howell as the backup right now because he's struggled throughout.
Yes.
Now, again, how much of that do they want to put on the line?
Right.
Not doing a good job across the board. I'm not sure, but and I get, do you really want a rookie behind a second-year guy who's kind of a rookie because he didn't play last year? That's not ideal either.
No.
Maybe there's somebody else out there they consider, but I don't think because we're not paying Howell enough that we have to keep him. I don't think, and I don't think we gave up enough. Didn't we give up a low draft pick or something?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I don't think it was anything significant. All right, let's try to stay on schedule. We'll pause here. Continue to monitor Vikings practice and a very good, we hope, 3 guest lineup the rest of the way.
Gatorade Zero, the #1 proven electrolyte blend, made with 0 sugar. Designed to hydrate better than water so you can lose more sweat and push more limits. Gatorade Zero, is it in you?
Life moves fast. A new home, a new baby, a new chapter. But without an estate plan, your future's still vulnerable. With Trust and Will, you can name guardians, start a trust, create healthcare directives, and more. All online in about an hour. It's attorney-designed, state-specific, and built to protect what you love. Plans start at just $199, and every plan is safe, secure, and kept completely private. From families with young kids to adults caring for aging parents, Trust and Will makes it simple to take control, without a law office, paperwork stress, or court delays. Go to trustandwill.com and use code RADIO to save 20%. Start your plan today. Don't wait for life to force your hand. Estate planning is one of the smartest, most loving things you can do. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. See website for details.
Trust and Will.
Stay tuned.
And
Vikings football is back. Come find our Mall of America street team each day at Vikings training camp. Find out how you could win awesome prizes, including Mall of America mystery cards or tickets to an upcoming Vikings game. Full details, KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Well, at this point, I think it's fair to say, I'll say this as gently as I can. Perhaps J.J. McCarthy should worry less about 2% improvement each day. I would just be happy at this point with 0% not getting worse.
Yeah.
Because it's a comedy of errors. And my sources say, in an apparent effort to, give the offense a chance to feel a little bit of confidence, we're seeing interspersed some second-team defenders, and we're not getting anywhere. We're still
not much
getting errant throws. We're still getting sacked regularly, fumbled snaps, etc. And I did see, look to me, last time JJ was out there, a little bit of, he took his helmet off, a little bit of frustration.
Yes,
I thought I saw a flash of emotion from J.J. McCarthy, like maybe saying, what the hell's going on around here?
Right.
A la Vince Lombardi.
And now the Vikings' first-team defense is out against the third-team offense. So they are mixing and matching ones versus ones, twos, the whole bit. But that was right after Rippon fumbled a snap. They just handed it off to somebody. And nice little burst. But the passes have not been accurate, and it looks like they're getting sacked every play.
It appears that right now it's probably fortuitous that the Viking that's being offered to us is a defensive player yet again.
No kidding.
So I don't know what we'd say to the offensive players at this point. What would you say?
Nothing.
I don't know if there's anything you can say.
Yeah, nothing.
It looks problematic at this point. And remember, earlier today, the head coach, in that understated fashion of his, saying, I'd like to see a little bit more from, I'd like to see a little more pushback from the offense here soon. We'd like to see some of that.
There we go. Rippon just completed one over the middle.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Was that a Bronx cheer from the south end zone?
Might have been.
I think it might have been.
Yeah, there's some snark out here today.
You can hear the groans from the crowd because Addison dropped another pass.
Yeah.
The crowd is not loving it.
Well, McLaurin's available.
I saw that.
On the trade block, but he wants $1 billion.
Right.
We already,
right.
I don't think we can spend that much money on two receivers.
Didn't Micah Parsons just demand a trade too?
Yeah.
Would he take a pay cut to join our defense? Think about how good, we don't need him.
I don't think we need him.
But
be a distraction on this defense is the way I look at it at this point.
So now we have a handoff met at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. It's not going well. If you can't tell, we are at Vikings training camp again today. Expect visits. We've been guestless up until now. We got a little cameo from PA.
Right.
But basically our major guests are yet to come. We think Lavelle sometime in the 5, or is it going to be 5:30?
Well, it should be his regular time. It kind of depends on...
What's this big secret assignment he was given? Do we know anything about it?
I'm guessing an extra story. It was probably Twins related.
Okay.
That would be my guess, but I have no inside info.
All right. So before him, we expect Ben Gessling, Friday regular, and we also expect Harrison Phillips.
Yes.
And, yesterday I'd mentioned it was going to be Harrison Smith. I think there had maybe been some miscommunication. You thought it might have been Harrison Smith, and eventually maybe we'll get him out at camp because we got him last year.
Right.
But in this case, it's going to be Harrison Phillips. Are they done? Is that the horn?
Well, it kind of looks like...
It's 4:20. Well, look at the time.
I bet they're
late. They've already gone late, right?
A little bit, but yeah, they're moving down, it looks like, to the red zone.
Oh, now it's red zone stuff.
That would be my guess.
Well,
because they're not all congregating.
My advice would be to just run the ball a lot in the red zone. Don't even try to throw the ball. Well, in all honesty, we want to run it more this year,
it's
right?
True.
In the red zone. That's, I think, a candid admission from the head coach, among others, that you have to be able to run the ball more often than we do. when we're inside the 20. By the way, I didn't see much of the Hall of Fame game, but how did the new first down experiment work?
I didn't see
all virtual, right?
Pretty much,
I'm all confused. I thought, so we don't have a chip in the ball.
No, it's not that.
So it's a virtual system. I'm going to need somebody with authority to explain it to me, because I don't think I get it, because I saw a headline, there were people already whining about it. No way that's accurate. And that's the problem with any system you implement. Even if it is more accurate technically,
right,
it's not going to matter, because human nature being what it is, especially if it's your team, you're going to think that they're somehow screwing you. That's the way it's going to be.
Your resource on this should be Chad Abbott, because when I was in earlier this week,
he explained it.
He was on a call with the NFL, and they were explaining it to not only him but all the the broadcasters that are going to have games here in the next couple of weeks. They were kind of going through a lot of that stuff, and I know that was part of it. I didn't have time, and he didn't have time to tell me what he learned, but when I was in there, he was pointing, this is what we're going over right now. So he's your resource as the executive producer of the Vikings audio network.
That's fine. That's fine. I have no problem with that. We'll try to maybe explore that next week. How many days are we out here next week? Do we know?
I think just Thursday.
Thursday's the only
Thursday the 7th. Okay. Yes. That's the plan.
That's the plan right now.
And we're getting clarification on if we're coming out here for the joints or not the following week with New England.
Well, PA said there was no reason for us to be out here then.
I know. So we're getting clarification on the practice times. Yes.
Okay. We've been out here before for joint practices, but the joint practices were going on.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
So maybe the timing's a little bit off, but we'll figure all that.
Here's McCarthy in the red zone.
All right, let's see it. You call it.
I can't really see all the way down there because there's a big wall. I know he's dropping back. He's looking left, now back to the right. Now fires over the middle. It's caught. You hear the crowd.
Touchdown.
Touchdown in the middle of the end zone back.
Now, was that a play where he would have been sacked if they'd actually allowed them to?
I mean, that was a lot. It felt like a lot of time, didn't it?
Yeah, it felt like a lot of time.
I'm not sure we blocked that up. I'm not sure we blocked that up, but he threw it high.
Who caught it?
I think.
I thought it was number 80.
See, I thought it was 81.
You might be right. It is hard to see because from this angle, we've got a lot of other players standing behind the offense, and they're kind of inhibiting our ability to see all the action on a given play.
I don't even know. Is JJ back in the huddle?
I can't tell. I don't even know if anybody. Oh, somebody's in the huddle. Who's coming out? That's JJ.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Yeah, that's JJ. Can you see it to call it, or is it too tough?
Well, I know that it's JJ, so when he starts moving, we can call it. Somebody goes in motion. That's TJ Hawkinson left to right. McCarthy gets the snap, looking right, nothing there. Comes back left, throws back over the middle. Ball's bouncing all over the place.
Picked off?
Doesn't look like it was intercepted, but it was definitely deflected.
Deflected, incomplete. All right, well.
Lucky Jackson with the touchdown catch earlier.
Has it reached a point of advancement for training camp purposes that Vikings Media Relations offers us stats like they do after regular games? Like every category or after every quarter?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like
do they do that? Because I'm guessing even if they could, today especially, they're not going to want to. They're not going to want to pass that along because it's going to be too much of an indictment of the offense at this point.
Yeah, the defensive quality control people might have some stats that they want to share.
Yeah, well.
I could see that.
All right, let's go ahead and get a little bit. What time is it? Yeah, we can break here, and then I think we're better off continuing to get ahead of it because eventually Harrison Phillips, another defensive player, defensive stalwart, veteran, he's a Nebraska guy, isn't he?
Stanford.
That's Stanford.
Yeah, but from Nebraska.
From Nebraska.
Yeah.
In fact, I want to talk to him. He's got some new super duper, player development fitness thing that he opened. Is it West Omaha? Somewhere in Omaha.
Okay, nice. Yeah. My town.
Yeah, it's your town.
I love Omaha.
Exactly it. So we're talking about that. We'll talk about the defense dominating and who knows how he spent his summer, etc. And then we'll get Ben Gessling as well. We are at training camp on a beautiful Friday. It's hazy, but very comfortable. Dew point low. Corn sweat seems negligible at best.
Gatorade Zero, the #1 proven electrolyte blend, made with zero sugar. Designed to hydrate better than water so you can lose more sweat and push more limits. Gatorade Zero, is it in you?
Life moves fast. A new home, a new baby, a new chapter. But without an estate plan, your future's still vulnerable. With Trust and Will, you can name guardians, start a trust, create healthcare directives, and more. all online in about an hour. It's attorney-designed, state-specific, and built to protect what you love. Plans start at just $199, and every plan is safe, secure, and kept completely private. From families with young kids to adults caring for aging parents, Trust and Will makes it simple to take control, without a law office, paperwork stress, or court delays. Go to trustandwill.com and use code RADIO to save 20%. Start your plan today. Don't wait for life to force your hand. Estate planning is one of the smartest, most loving things you can do. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. See website for details.
Trust and Will.
Back in a minute.
Mall of America's mystery cards are back, and we're bringing them to you all summer long. Come grab yours at KFAN events throughout the summer or wherever you see our KFAN street team. Then be sure to redeem them at Mall of America for fun prizes and big discounts. Both events, KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Well, we assume that Friday's afternoon practice session for the Vikings is winding down, but they're still out there. And they're definitely going longer than usual, right?
Yes.
And how much of that was planned from the beginning? How much of that is dissatisfaction on the part of the head coach that the quarterback whisperer can't seem to, looks like it's breaking up now, to get anything going of a significant nature offensively yet again? Another day when the defense absolutely brutalized and dominated the offense. Could be some of both. We'll see. While we're waiting on that, very quickly, I wanted to mention a couple of A-section items while we have a chance before we run out of time, because we've got Harrison Phillips coming up. We've got Ben Gessling coming up, and later Lavelle as well. The Department of Human Services is seeking to stop that brand spanking new housing stabilization services program after the FBI searched 5 providers last month. Remember that? They're basically saying we're just going to terminate the program rather than trying to do a better job of officiating over it. Doing the due diligence one would think is important to do, given the amount of money that's involved. As our guy Joe Thompson said, the state has been ransacked. And that story is the latest example of significant fraud in the great state of Minnesota. And it's interesting. I don't know if one thing has anything to do with the other, but in his Q&A that we quoted from, Thompson's Q&A that we in the Star Tribune that we quoted from liberally yesterday, or the day before, whenever it was, he says regarding the latest scandal, the house stabilization story, he says that it was that the plan put in place to start the program was literally made for fraud.
Yep.
Maybe the biggest indictment of all. And in the end, will this be as much money as Feeding Our Future? I don't know. But it's a lot of money, and it's a big indictment on the basis of just those comments that such a poor job was done at the front end that he basically said you got exactly what you deserved on the basis of the way you set up the plan. One other note that I know a lot of people in our audience is going to celebrate this. It's probably going to be 50-50 because that's the way it works anymore.
Vikings are doing their 2-minute drill, by the way. That's usually the last period of practice. So
okay.
Go ahead.
Fair enough. The Corporation for Public Broadcasting is shutting down operations after the loss of federal funding. I didn't know this was coming. I knew, obviously, they lost a bunch of funding, and it was very controversial, but I thought there was going to be some attempt to kind of keep things afloat. But they're saying that they will begin what's described as an orderly wind-down of operations following the passage of a federal rescissions package and the release of the Senate Appropriation Committee's FY 2026 Labor, Health, and Human Services, Education, and Related Agencies Appropriations Bill, which excludes funding for CPB for the first time in more than 5 decades. Now, I think 2 things can be true at the same time, maybe not in our world. I do believe in recent years, in general, public broadcasting has blundered dramatically when it comes to attempting to have some semblance of, we're going to push back on everybody. I don't think that's been a strength. That said, I think this is a terrible loss. I don't think it's worth the step that was taken in this case. I honestly believe you can think both things. Is that too usually radical too?
Usually thinking a couple of different things can be true at the same time doesn't go over well with most people.
And in fact, even within that company, there have been some great pieces written from folks who said that the company lost its way, that the corporation lost its way a little bit in that regard, and this person, who was left of center, was troubled by it. In fact, he left them. But I don't like throwing out the baby with the bathwater. I don't like saying, well, let's just shut the whole thing down. Let's take away, because there is so much worthy, professional programming that is associated with this deal that, and again, I know people are texting right now. They say, oh, good, they're getting exactly what they deserve. Stop feeling sorry for them. I'm not feeling sorry for them, but I do think it's a loss. I'm not a big believer. I'm a big believer in being able to criticize and to say, here's where you should make some corrections. I'm not a big believer in applauding stuff being shut down, voices being eliminated and taken away. I don't think the wider culture ever wins going down that road. I just don't. And I think there's so many examples of tremendous programming
for sure
that have nothing to do with politics that are also been involved historically. And, I mean, why now? We're back to, 50, 60 years that this thing has been funded. And again, I mean, we got so much money floating around right now. I mean, aren't we spending is it $100 million for some new chandelier in the White House? Maybe that's
is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I don't like the look of it at all. But that's where we're going. So there's two very unrelated stories. One of them national, and one of them, I guess you could say, regional or statewide as well, that I think might be worthy of some attention.
In the meantime, the Vikings' first-team offense has methodically and slowly moved the ball down the field against the first-team defense. They started with 1:15 on the clock, I want to say at the minus 25.
Okay.
So at their own 25-yard line. With one timeout, they're down 6 right now, 27-21 according to this simulation. I don't know if they just called their last time.
How did we move up? Was it running plays or passing plays?
First down play, J-Max scramble, did a Russell Wilson spin move out of a collapsing pocket, got about 8 yards. Then it was a little quick pass to Aaron Jones for the first down. Then it was a pass over the middle to Aaron Jones for a big chunk play that got him down to where they are now. Field goal's no good. There's 29 seconds left as J-Mac breaks the huddle with the Vikings down 6. 13 on the shot clock. And they did use their final timeout there on a completion to T.J. Hawkinson inbounds. Vikings can't take a sack here. McCarthy fades to the end zone left side. Contested catch is
picked off.
Caught, but they said...
I thought it was picked off.
Jalen Naylor was out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
P.I.?
Kevin O'Connell all the way down the field, arguing with pretty much everybody down there. We'll see what they end up calling here.
I think they called pass interference. Is that what I saw? Or is that the head coach lobbying for it to be called there? Offensive pass interference. PA tells us he's got the big binoculars.
You wondered why he had the big ones.
Yeah, now he's vindicated.
Exactly.
Binoculars vindicated. Who knew? So that's an incompletion.
So it'll be incomplete.
And a loss of, that's 10 yards, right?
I think that's
10?
what it is. So now where are we?
How much time?
Are we sure that was offense? Because it looks like they moved. Yeah, they moved Trey Blake. They moved the ball all the way down there.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, if you look at where the pylon is.
Yeah.
The pylon, or I should say the stick, is looking to be inside the 10-yard line.
Right. So it is defense. Correction, the binoculars aren't reliable. Defensive pass interference. So now where are we at? Inside the 10?
First and goal, it looks like, for McCarthy, who stays in the shotgun. Vikings trailing by 6. The offense hasn't done anything all day until now, and now there's a sack. That's definitely a sack. Yeah, he was sacked almost immediately, and the Vikings have no timeouts. They scramble up to the line. McCarthy now under center with 10-9. He'll spike it with 9 seconds to go, trailing by 6. Really the first negative play for the first-team offense in this set of downs, because they did move the ball all the way down the field, aided by a long
So we're down
pass interference
to
penalty.
9 seconds in the ball game, huh?
Yes, trailing by 6.
So we need a touchdown and an extra point to win it for the offense.
Pretty much, yeah.
27-21. in the huddle. Shot clock's down to, well, no, they still got time. Shot clock's frozen at 18. How's that work?
Yeah, because now KOC's behind with McCarthy. Always an opportunity to teach and learn and grow, Dan. Always an opportunity. 2%
Nico
better.
Medved's already gone. You don't have to do the coach speak. He left already.
He did leave, didn't he?
Yeah. All right, here we go.
All right.
He saw enough.
It probably comes down to this. Offense trailing by 6 with 9 seconds to go.
Yeah, 2 plays.
2nd and goal. Better move quickly. You got to throw it to the end zone. Shotgun for McCarthy. Defense looks to be shifting some things up as well. McCarthy takes the snap, looks right away. It's a little bubble screen, caught on the right sideline. Can't tell if anybody's getting in. Looks like they got somebody out of bounds with 1 second left. No, it's gone triple zeros.
That's it.
They didn't get out of bounds. They didn't get in the end zone.
Well, what kind of play call was that?
The defense held, and the Vikings' first-team offense will not score. So now...
Did he know he was out of timeouts?
Looks like the second-team offense is going to get a crack.
So we're still not done.
Down here. No. Same situation, 1:15 to go.
Is this the longest practice in KOC history? Didn't this practice start at like noon? Walk through and
they doubled them up.
Yeah.
Because when we got here, they were not in pads.
No, they were not. You're right.
3:15, 3:30, they put the pads on.
Yeah, that's it.
So now the second team gets an opportunity to go.
Wow. It just goes on and on and on. By the way, if you have commentary, questions, whatever, hit the X machine today. Dan Barreiro, KFAN, or Gaardsy. No KFAN, just Gaardsy, spelled with a Y, not an I-E. Who's that, QB?
Sam Howell. So same situation, 2-minute drill, 75 seconds to go in the game. Vikings trailing by 6. Howell throws it over the middle, and it's caught. Don't know who 84 is. Used to be Randy Moss, used to be Irv Smith Jr. As the Vikings hustle up to the line, we'll see if they spike it. No, they won't. They're just going to keep it going with 1:02 to go in the game. Snap back to Howell. He drops back, looks right, fires right. 84 again, wearing him out, gets out of bounds. Another good chunk.
So we're going with the let's just take what the defense gives us. Let's just get the ball out of our hands quick.
That's pretty much what JJ did until the deep pass to Naylor that resulted in the pass interference.
So we're going check down Charlie offense is what you're saying.
I'm not really interested until Brosmer gets it, because how many fourth quarter comebacks did he lead last year for the Gophers? At least 2 or 3, right?
Yeah.
USC, UCLA.
So right now, it looks like Howell's still number 2, though.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
It's early.
But Brosmer's gotten most of the third team today, which I think is a little bit of a change. So 56 seconds left, 8 on the play clock, as Howell's in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Now he's looking left. Comes back to the right, fires it again in check down fashion, sails it out of bounds, incomplete.
That didn't look like much.
Clock stops with 52 seconds
so they
to
still
go.
got plenty of time.
1 timeout for each side, offense and defense.
Gotcha. Well, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, the days we've been out here, this was easily the best crowd.
Yes.
A place was the bleachers were pretty much full today. From the time we both got here, between 2 and 3, and it was very fast. And even then, like you said, they weren't even in pads at that point.
No, that was walkthrough time.
Massive. Now again, I assume Friday's a good day.
Yes.
I assume Friday was a good day at Mankato too.
Yes, they were all good days at Mankato.
Well, yeah, that's
passing scrimmage Monday night, sold out, I believe, when they move it over to the big stadium.
Oh, is that right?
TCO Stadium. Yeah, I think that's what Lori told us, that all the tickets were sold. That's always a fun one. Nordo and Meat Sauce are going to broadcast.
Are they?
That. Yes, they will be broadcasting
even
live
better
after us on Monday. We won't be out here on Monday, but they will be for the passing scrimmage.
That's Howell again?
Yeah, third down? Yeah, it must be third down as Howell takes the snap, drops
down.
back, looks left, now back right, fires it towards the stick. Incomplete. Receiver fell down.
That play, he's under pressure too, wasn't he?
Yeah, a little bit. I think the fact that he could actually look left to right that was more than we've seen today.
Do you think there's any chance at some point that KOC walks up to B-Flow and says, call off your dogs? Give us a break. Give us a chance.
Might have to.
At some point, it might come to that. That's the last thing you want to do as the quarterback whisperer, though, right? You do not want to acknowledge or concede that much, because you're supposed to be the offensive genius versus the defensive genius.
You're supposed to be able to solve the riddle, but what do we say? If you can't win in the trenches, you can't win. That's where the defensive line has been outstanding again today. So it all comes down to this, because it's fourth and long.
Fourth and long, yeah. Fourth and about
46 seconds left.
Look it.
To deep drop to Howell. Looking deep left side. Ball's in the air to the left, and it's incomplete.
Behind the receiver.
About 5 yards out of bounds. 2 Viking defenders there.
That's going to do it.
And that's how Friday practice will end.
Did we score any points?
For your Minnesota Vikings. Not in that drill. Not in the 2-minute drill.
Though, I mean, the whole day. Did the offense ever score?
There was a touchdown to
Mason
Lucky Jackson.
Mason had one to the house.
Mason had one, yeah. And then there was a touchdown pass to Lucky Jackson, too, I believe, in the red zone period. But other than that, another good day for the defense. Multiple interceptions, the whole bit.
So how many days in a row is this?
It's all 5 this week, pretty much.
Man.
So PA and Nordo today? No, it was yesterday. Remember a couple of days ago when we basically just read all the tweets from practice?
Yes.
From Seaford and Alec Lewis.
Here come the Jackals, by the way.
PA and Nordo did that yesterday as I was driving down actually to campus. And it was funnier to listen to it a second time. Like to listen to how they reacted.
Look at them. They're all drooling. You can see they're so excited about the offense continuing to sputter. They can't wait.
I've never seen Seaford smile
just
like
look
that.
at they're all smirking. Like,
it's unbelievable.
It's just a mess right now. But that's what Jackals live for.
They do.
The controversy and perhaps the negativity as well.
We'll see who they get to talk to.
Not that we would revel in that, and not that we would milk that part of the story at all.
No. That's funny.
Here comes Gessling. We're way behind here. We got no practice. This is the longest practice ever.
Put a headset on while we just wait for a second.
Yeah, might as well. Thanks, PA. Be good. Is it? I mean, okay, so we're going to get you extended Gessling later because we still have Phillips.
Yes.
So from our vantage point, it continues to look as bad for the offense as it has. Did it look the same from your vantage point?
Yeah, it was not a lot better. I mean, it is the defense is making things very difficult pretty much for all 4 of these quarterbacks. We saw it, I think, Wednesday, all 4 of them got picked, and a lot of trouble for all 4 really again today from my vantage point. So, it's been across the board, and you do see this at times where defenses are ahead of offenses. Right. But, yeah, no doubt. It's been pretty definitive. And the head coach seemed a little bit he seemed to have some thoughts about it today.
Well, the QB, JJ, at one point, it looked to me like he kind of, angrily took his helmet off and was kind of stomping around like he wasn't very. I don't know if he was mad at the line. I was mad at himself. It doesn't seem like anybody feels very good right now.
No, I think there's a lot of trying to process through it. I mean, Kevin O'Connell talked about this a little this morning with McCarthy, just saying he's pretty competitive in a lot of these drills, and trying to get him to see the long game is part of the challenge right now, because I don't know how many times in his career he's had practices like this where he's just not able to find a lot of answers. And this defense may do that to a lot of people. We'll have to see once we get a little more to go off of.
That's the crucial question.
Right.
Maybe this defense is that good, and they're going to do this to a lot of people, but you got to have a little more sign of life offensively, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. And O'Connell this morning, he's like, we got to start responding to some of this stuff. So it is, I think, starting to get on his mind a little bit more.
Yeah, it's got to. What is Plan B, by the way, if JJ can't be the guy? What do we have? It can't be. I don't think it. Based on what I saw today, it ain't Sam Howell.
What you saw today is consistent with what it has looked like for a lot of camp.
Yeah.
So Plan B.
And we can't get A-Raj. He's already locked in with Pittsburgh.
No, I mean, you may have to go out and try to find somebody else.
Yeah.
The name I keep coming back to, and I don't think it works. But yes, I mean, there's familiarity there. There's good relationships. It's just he's old, he's expensive.
How juicy a story would that be?
It would be crazy.
It'd be incredible.
I don't know that it happens.
No.
There's so many logistical issues that it's hard to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, I think Plan B is something they're going to have to think about. I mean, this is a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Mullins, they make the trade in the middle of the preseason. It could be something like that.
Yeah, very true. All right, well, then we'll catch up with you eventually if you can still hang for us. Yeah,
I'm here.
And then, so do you get to talk to the coach again today, or is that it?
We talked to the coach before. It'll be players as they come off the field here. That's kind of the thing today, and then I think it's coordinators tomorrow, Sunday, and then the head coach again Monday before the big night practice.
Before the night practice. And then preseason opener is a week from tomorrow, correct?
Correct.
And we still don't have any on-the-record confirmation of the QB playing in the opener. We all suspect it, but he hasn't really flat out yet said it, correct?
He has not. That's sort of one of those questions I've thought, okay, that's probably a next Wednesday-ish question to start to get a sense of it, but we have not heard officially. I would guess he does, but we're still waiting for the official word there.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, we'll catch up with you later. Thanks, man.
Right?
Appreciate that.
All right, go do it.
Chase him down.
Harrison Phillips is going to be heading our way in a little bit. He's going to be our featured Viking guest today. We do expect Bonus Lavelle today. Well, actually, the Bonus Lavelle was yesterday in the wake of the Twins sell-off. But I'm sure we'll talk to him more regarding the Twins the day after, and maybe we'll get to some Vikings and pro football stuff with him as well. We expect Lavelle at the regular time at 5:30.
He'll probably be later.
It might be even later.
Well, I mean, just because of our clock now.
Yeah.
We're probably going to have to burn through a break here.
Should I break early here now?
Maybe.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
I think that might make sense.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's break early, and then we'll prepare for Harrison Phillips. We hope when we get back, friends and family heading out onto the corner of the practice fields now to, I guess, largely congratulate the members of the defense. We'll find out. But get an early break in, and that'll keep us a little bit ahead of schedule as well. Plenty more Vikings conversation yet to come. Stay tuned.
Gatorade Zero, the #1 proven electrolyte blend, made with zero sugar. Designed to hydrate better than water so you can lose more sweat and push more limits. Gatorade Zero. Is it in you?